think we're good. I don't think I'm gonna set up the dog cam today. Actually, you know what? Wait here. I'm gonna set this up. Alright, we're set up. I gotta find the way now to the old doggo cam. Yeah, I had it all set up, and then she started going crazy and knocking things over, and she almost knocked over like my actual camera, and I got really pissed. Dude, I got like an anxiety attack when it happened. I was like, wait a minute. And I started to second guess myself. I was like, wait a minute, is it a bad idea that I got her? Hey, don't do that. That's your stitches. Stop. She has stitches. She just got neutered. So I'm a little worried she's gonna pull them out because they're like dissolvable ones. You guys hear me all right? I feel like it's a bit low. Oh, there it is. It already like connected itself. What's a bucket? It's a Yago. A Yago. Wait, I set up a Yago cam last time. Alright, here. Let me fix this. How is she doing? She's doing alright. I'm the one who's going a little crazy. Today she was honestly not the best, but she didn't poop in the house, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, she's a little too much today. Every time I tried filming and I put her in another room or even put her on the floor, she just started spinning like she does this thing. It's a habit she has from when she was at the shelter. Not shelter, when she was at like a home. She grabs her tail with her teeth, spins around while she has it in her mouth. Oh, now she's hiding in her nose. She spins around while the tail is in her mouth, and then she'll sit down and she'll just stay, and she'll chew on it, and they're all like, she's in beautiful condition, but her tail is like chewed up. So today I had like the shelter lady come over. You has a weird echo. Damn it. Oh, it might be the mic on the camera. Alright, let me fix this. chew toy. That's good. Love you long time. Alright, no, don't worry, I'll fix it. God damn it. Is it still bad? Is it just a connection on the mic or something? Ooh, I felt a click there. Is it better now? Sorry about the slamming. But she's playing with her toy. I'm gonna move the camera, see if I can get a good angle. Alright, that's enough doggo cam. Luke, where you at? Is he streaming? What's up, Sherm? I just need to make this doggo cam full screen at this point. Look at her. She's such a good girl. Devin, when she does that thing where she bites her tail and spins, if I put her on the long leash, she'll do it, and as she spins, she'll tie all 4 of her feet in the leash, and then like she'll tie herself to the point where she just falls over, and like, she's sitting with her 4 feet tied up. You know how they tie like pigs? They did it like that. What's up, my guy? I'm great, Sherm. How are you doing? A little bit of a rough day, but we're getting back into it. Am I still echoey, or is that just on Pocket side? What's wrong with the camera? Why is it acting like it's not? Oh, it's on a video. There we go. Sorry. My bad, guys. There's the good girl. Sherm, what video are you working on for tomorrow? The one you were talking about? Sherm's always got bangers coming out. I gotta get on that level. Sherm just like him and Phil do a video. He's got like Phil and his like perfect beard in the video, and everyone just wants to watch. Damn, 6 viewers at 11 p.m. I gotta stream at this time more often, even though I'm dead right now. I'm just trying to get this video done, and then sure, I don't know if you'd find this interesting. I know Zach's gonna find it interesting, but Zach probably knows more than I do about this. But I really want to do a video on how your editing style, not you, but I mean how an unediting style, certain music selections, the way you edit your clip, all these things will affect the emotions that the person's watching. The volume's too loud. Damn it. All right, is that any? That's a bit loud. All right. Sorry, I was saying I want to make a video on, and I don't know if you'll find this interesting. I know Zach will find it interesting, but I said I think he'll know more than me about this. But the way you edit your clips, the way um the way you edit them color wise, the music selections, all these details factor into the emotional feel of your video, if that makes sense. Like if you have like your character's face, the bright part, and everything around it is dark, and you have sad music and maybe some rain sounds in the background and all that, it's gonna make it feel like a really sad video. But you got like some fake lightning in the background or something, and like rock music or something, it can feel like totally different, right? Or metal, whatever, and then suddenly it could be so many things, just depending on, like I said, colors. So the color grading, the music selection, how you're editing. Are you editing like super fast cuts? Is it like a high BPM thing? Science of cinematography. Yeah, I don't know if people would watch that. I feel like that's really interesting. Changing it up like that. Cuz that's the stuff I was learning like a while back when I was trying to build up to make films and things like that. Josh and I were like sending videos to each other all day. Um just like on like what's proper composition. Like I can show you guys my notes. I really want to turn this into like a little course or something, but composition is something that's still weird to me. How people like in their head without realizing will like something depending on how it's composed. People who want to do all that stuff will watch it. Otherwise, nah, yeah. There's plenty of people interested. It's true. I'm gonna find a way to make it more not consumer, more of a. I want to make my videos, at least for now, not specific to like one specific person. I want to kind of make it so everyone can enjoy a piece of it. Just because you know how it is. You need the viewers so you can get up there. I fell out of the YouTube algorithm hard, so right now I'm like, I gotta make good videos that attract people to like when I stream, I need to say like, hey, if you enjoyed the stream, there's a like button. It helps me. Same. That's what me and Kyle are about to do. Do you think you guys fell out a bit? Because it's been like a month or two since you posted, right? Let's see. We're gonna go to the farmers market tomorrow, mic'd up, and just talk about our code progress while eating around. Yeah, you see, that's great. That's gonna be great. I'm actually hyped to see that. Let's see. Okay, you put a video a month ago. You might have felt. I don't know. You also get a lot of traffic from promoting it yourself, which is really good. So you don't have to depend on YouTube all the time. Damn boy, how many watch hours you got? Oof. All right, let me show you guys the notes here. Where are they? We've fallen out while in camp just because we have a large film project we've been working on, full-time working camp. Yeah, I know what you mean. I fell out just because a bunch of things and just a lot of excuses. But today, literally just couldn't get off my chair. I mean, couldn't get on the chair. What's up, Louis? You see what's under the table here? Let's see if I can get a light on it. So, let's see which lights works. Does this one work? Oh, we got a light. I don't want to be too much of an asshole, but I'll just put a really soft light on her. No, light's dead. I'm sorry, Luis. You're gonna have to deal with it like that. Anyways, that's the Yago hiding under the table. Yeah, sure. If you're interested, look at this. This was super interesting. I was watching a video by D4 Darius. He's amazing. He makes the kind of content I want to make. I want to make his content, but also like code stuff at the same time. D4 Darius. I'm giving him some free promotion, I guess. Wow, he's actually grown up a lot in the past couple days. Damn. He makes a lot of stuff on how to like budget filmmaking and things like that. Like if you don't have a $40,000 camera, how do you make something look good? He uses a 60D, which is like a 10-year-old camera. But I don't know if you guys see this. You might like if I show you this, every movie you're gonna watch from now on, you're gonna be recognizing these things. But there's these things called the lower thirds, or sorry, the rule of thirds. There's these boxes that you see here, right? So you see how there's like a grid. Let's talk about a grid, okay? And you always want to put your point of interests in these 4 thirds. I spent so much time, like a couple hours, just studying cinematic styles. Yeah, you see, that's content I can make, and then there you go. Sure, maybe I could teach you something. Maybe not. Maybe you could teach me something. So scientifically, this really works well. You always want it to be balanced across these squares. So you see it's dark, it's dark, it's dark, it's a little bright, but then it balances out overall. Golden ratio is one that I'm a little confused. Not confused. It makes sense, but at the same time, it's a little weird. This makes sense to me. So in this picture, you've got a lot of guidelines. They're called guiding lines, whatever it is. All the lines in the picture, like this, up here, everything goes to our character, forcing... Wait, dog. Oh. Sorry. Doggo has a golden ratio pose. Oh, yeah, dude. I got some pictures with her in the golden ratio. It was kind of hard to get it, though, because you move, and then she moves, and... Sorry, let me restart that. All the lines in the picture, the railing here, the floor, even kind of the ground, the way it's pointing, everything is kind of in favor of these people. Also, she's wearing like orange red and everything is like blue, and she just pops right out. And if that was a video, I would, that's good. He's wearing blue. I don't like that. He blends in too much with the background, but this one's a little weird. This is the one I still don't get. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like you can draw lines on anything and make it look like this. I don't know. This one to me seems more like symmetry, which is a line down the middle, right? There's like these ghosts and they balance each other out. This makes sense in a way. Again, it looks like you just drew lines and you're like, oh, look at that matched up. Symmetry, most obvious one. We learned this in like kindergarten, but one thing on this side is the same thing on that side. Symmetry. It's very pleasing. This is another symmetry, but this one's horizontal. What else? Then I have a bunch of notes on different types of shots. Why you would do one or another. What's the benefits? What's the faults? Things I think that would make people want to watch. This is interesting. This is definitely interesting. It's something I've been doing wrong for a long time. The pyramid is more about the widespread of detail of a frame towards the bottom of a shot and narrows. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I didn't think of it like that. Let me go back up. That makes sense. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, that makes sense. The more you know. So let's say this. You just got a chair. Just a chair. It's on the right side, right? You got a line down the middle. There's absolutely nothing on this side. So if you were to imagine this as a scale, right? If we had this right here and this was a scale and the chair was here, this is what would happen, right? Or that's not really a good example. Sorry. Let's do the Thanos thing. Chair is on the green here, and this is what's happening to the picture. It's just so right heavy. So we balance it out. Oh, there's no balance to... Oh, never mind. There's no picture of it being shown. I would put something else, maybe like a little night desk and a lamp on it. And then your character would sit in the chair. That would be balanced. Just a chair, white wall, nothing, and then let's say your character is sitting on it, that would just look weird. At that point, if you can't do anything, I would put the character in the middle of the shot. Ugly chair, yeah, it is a bit of an ugly chair. This one's unbalanced and it's a little interesting. Look how here I wrote it down. The attention is drawn to the bright light and figure. So I don't know if you guys see that little girl in the picture. IKEA style. Dude, IKEA sucks. Even though it's good for like cheap stuff. So the attention is drawn to the bright light and figure. But then on the right there's nothing. If we turn up, oh, okay, so this is super interesting. I already forgot about this. There's certain things you can do to your video or to your pictures when you're taking pictures, videos, whatever, to check how badly balanced or composed or all that. Here I go through a couple of the ways. So this picture is very complex. There's a lot of shadows. There's a lot of light. There's a lot of details. Like the grass is like some is lit, some isn't. It's very complex. And then you got this girl and a bunch of pictures on the wall that are lit from this one light. And then there's another light here. There's a lot of things going on. So I turned the contrast all the way up. And then boom. This is our line in the middle. And look how poorly balanced that is. Oops, I keep hiding it with the camera. You see what I'm saying? And then if you turn up the blur, even worse. It's just poorly balanced. It's all on the left. Yeah, so this is called the squint test. If you turn the blur all the way up, as we can see the picture is very not balanced at all. That's a bit weird. These are more balanced ones. This one this one feels a bit weird. You got this like shiny diamond stuff in the ground here. And you got light coming out the other end of the tunnel with a character here, right? If this was all blacked out and it was just this like shining blue diamond, it would be a little bit unbalanced. I know this really doesn't, like, anyone who's watching this right now who doesn't care about cinematography at all, they're probably going to be like, what the hell are they talking about? This, like, it's just a picture. These things are like really important behind the scenes. Because emotionally, your brain, not emotionally, but your brain catches on these things. And then when it comes to the actual, when it comes to like you watching it, and even though you're not paying attention to it, it actually affects the way you feel about the movie. That's why they take so much time to like, people spend so much time to make sure these things are properly done. Like lighting, why? Lighting does, like, there's a lot of times people spend like hours on lighting so they can properly light like this part of the chin right here. They're like, oh, let's try this angle. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh no, I need to get that perfect like jawline lighting. Most people don't pay attention to it, but it makes a big difference on how you look. I could rant about this stuff all day. What's this? Is pyramid of oh yeah, these are just steps of like composition. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. This is what you wanted, Sherm? D4 Darius? Let me find you. Sherm. Yo, it's Stan 30. I don't want to stand because I don't want to wake her up. She looks like she passed out. Do you see her, Zai? Do I need to make... I'm going to make a doggo cam quickly. Give me a sec. Tomorrow morning, I think I'm going to do a daily stand-up. Just to get my ass up. Yeah, it's kind of tough to see. The room's really dark right now. I think one of the lights went out. God damn it. Just changed it. I also got to fix the cam link so that you guys don't have to see all the settings and everything. Unsubbing. No. Disliking. No, don't do that. You can like it though. I'm trying to get back into the YouTube algorithm, so liking the stream helps me a lot. You want me to wake her up? Let me see if maybe I can like nudge her a bit. Hey, come here. Come here. Oh, look at this. On Brilliant right now? Oh, nice. How you enjoying it, Sharm? I gotta get back onto it at one point and start like seeing the kind of stuff they do. She's so lazy. Nah, dude, she's just tired. She was nuts today. I took her to... You pulling that leg hard. Hell no, dude. You should see what she does to me. I scratch her and then I walk away and I go somewhere else and she just comes at me like crazy until I do it again. Brilliant, what's that? Oh, brilliant.org if I'm not mistaken. It's a website where you can get like a bunch of information on computer science. I pretty much would consider it a computer science degree if you take all the courses on there. They're like actual courses, not Udemy tutorials. They're made by like people who know what they're doing. They have questions in there. It's like a genuine course, not I think they have assignments for some courses already, and now they're adding a bunch of programming stuff. What's up, Thomas? Long time no see. What was the name of that site again? Brilliant.org. Here, I'll show it on stream. Dude, I gotta start getting like affiliate codes for this shit. I know I'm not bringing them a lot of customers, but 1, 2, 3 customers. So here, let me see if I'm signed in. All right, so let's see the ones I've done. I'm a lazy boy, so I haven't done many. I did this AI one. Loved it. Computer memory was great. Machine learning, I started it, but it was too much. Computer science algorithms is a great one. It's great because they make you see. So, oh wow, they really changed the site. They have like actual like quizzes and stuff. Yeah, they have quizzes. They make you like. They really make you work. And then also they have this thing where they have like this practice mode where they give you like a question or two a day and you have to complete the... Oh my god, I'm not showing the screen again. Okay, sorry, this is what I was showing. See, they got courses on here. Artificial neural networks, computer memory, all that. Computer science. They have so much stuff. All the maths you need, all the maths you need. You can get a degree here, and it's only, I think it's about $100 US a year, which to me seems way worth it. That's less than the cost of one book when I was going to college. They're adding a lot of courses, a lot of things I haven't seen here. Scientific thinking, I have not seen that. Logic was not out yet. I saw they added Python. Look at the kind of shit they have, like physics, mechanics. I really need to work on my DS and algo. No, yeah, dude, the course they have here, computer science algorithms and computer science fundamentals, great. And then with those two, you can throw in the Udacity one. The Udacity one is pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. That you go over some pretty complex algorithms and like why they do certain things. Like there's one algorithm I remember where I don't really want to draw it right now, but certain algorithms that like will be amazing up to like one condition. Like if there's one thing that you're not sure about, there's one algorithm where it's like a pathfinding algorithm. I think it was called A star, and there was another one. I don't remember the name. There was A star and another one, and A star, if I'm not mistaken, is really good at getting somewhere with no obstacles. Getting to a point where it never has to go back. And there was another algorithm that was the exact opposite. So the problem with, I think it was A star, let's say it was A star, don't take my word on this, it would like work its way towards a point. So let's say you had like a map, like a Google Maps, and you had your person is here, and then they want to go there, and this algorithm will calculate like on the roads how many kilometers each road is, and what's the shortest distance to get. I think it was Dijkstra. I think you're right, Zai. I don't remember, to be honest, but let's just say it's one of those. So this algorithm one, we'll call it, is the one where it's really good finding its way to a point. But the problem is, if it makes not mistake, but if it goes a certain way and it has to come back, it won't. It's not written to come. I'm gonna have to find it, or else it's gonna drive me crazy. I'll pull up my notes on it. Dijkstra I never wrote because that was way too complicated at the time. Let's see. Google Docs. Good night, Luis. Tomorrow I'll do a bit more better stream. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do Over the Wire, which is like hacking, kind of like what Rev does. I think that'd be a really fun stream because all of us on stream could just like try and hack into like these like machines online. I'm not that good at it, but it'd be cool to do it with you guys. Over the Wire, super cool hacking stuff. Hacky. Let's see. All right, this is what you want to see, Sharm. Ooh, Sharm, I could send you these notes if you want. There are a lot of notes. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys. This is what I was doing when I just got my job. And every day I would come back from work, and instead of writing code, which I was like, didn't want to do, I would just like lie down in bed and just watch algorithm videos. Here we go. Greedy best. Okay, so here we go. The greedy best first search will search in a direction, but still very general. So you see how, let's pull up MS Paint because we love that. We got you guys right here, and we got our target goal here. Now, this greedy first search will do a general search, but in the direction that you're going in, right? And it will keep doing that, and it might go a little wider, it might go a little thinner, but at one point it will go and find your point. Let's erase that. Then you have this one, which I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, this is also greedy first. Okay, so the problem with greedy first is this is all coming back now. Again, this is you guys. This is your point, right? You have a bunch of roads and everything. Let's say the greedy first says, or let's say there's an issue with construction, and there's a big roadblock this way, but we don't know about it until we get there. And greedy first is like, oh, we'll go this way. We'll go this way. This way. This way. This way. This way. Okay, sorry. Let's say that was a straight line. It's going straight towards the dot. And then, oh, shit, there's a wall. There's a construction. There's an issue. It will not go back. It just keeps looking, or it keeps looking out, and it does not ever go back. So you're going to have to pretty much do this whole thing here and then get there. It will not do this. It will take that whole detour to go around. I'm not really being technical, but that was an issue with that algorithm. Then A star. What's wrong with this one? Let's see. No, that's all the notes I had. Anyways, Charm. An intro to artificial intelligence on Udemy. Definitely recommend. Very complicated for someone who's just starting. But like after you do a couple things on Brilliant, that's definitely somewhere to go. Alright, I'm sorry. Let's stop lurking on that stuff. I gotta edit this video and then I'm gonna go to sleep. want to do some calculus courses. From my experience, but that was just me. I was terrible at calculus in college and never got into college because lazy. But now I'm like, let's go. Yeah, I was like that too. If I can like thinking back on when I was learning this stuff, like what you're doing right now, I would do what I did, which is not touch calculus until I needed certain parts of it. Like learn as you go. Don't just do calculus unless that's your thing. I don't want to tell you don't do it, but I didn't I tried to do just calculus and like for a week I did it and I went through most of it, but then I didn't want to look at math. I didn't want to touch math. I was just like over it. I would like flashbacks to Manhattan distance for yeah. Oof. Zai, you did a computer science degree, right? Or did you did something IT? I know you sent me a message, Zai, and I know it's gonna say something like "made you look," so I'm not opening it. Comp sci with the minor in robotics. Ooh, that sounds fun. Robotics is cool. Depends on like what you work on, I guess. If you're working on like boring, like oh it picks up the ball and puts it in a basket, screw that. I enjoyed robotics, like making like robots that would fight each other. It said more than that. What do you mean it said more than that? I might have lost what you're referring to. Oh, it said more than that. Let me see. Oof. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Let me see. Awesome link. What is this? Ooh, yes. This is cool. Okay. Sherm, you definitely gonna want this. I'm gonna go night night. Gotta be up early. Alright, dude. Good night. But Sherm, save this link. And I would do that. You know that. Oh, come on. You wouldn't do that to me in a time like this. Where I'm just trying to be, trying to get back. Wait, how do you... How do you decide what search? Oh, yeah. There we go. Can you draw? Oh, yes. Okay, now that is cool. Can I zoom out a bit? That is cool. What's up, MJ? How you going? How you doing? Look at the number. Zai, why are you doing this shit to me? If you unsub during the stream, that's a no-no. God damn it, Zai. You are not helping. Alright, let's try and draw what I had before. But I think it knows ahead of time. Where's greedy first? Do I not have the option for greedy first? Okay. There you go. Perfect example. Java sucks, let me tell you, man. Yeah. Stick to Python and JavaScript. Screw Java. Too much work. I want easy code. I don't want to write C++ to make something basic happen. This is really cool. Alright, let's see what would happen if I... Oh wait, I think I closed it off. Okay, that's really cool. Mouse click and it clears. That's really cool. Alright. Yeah, you see, certain algorithms, they just like, they take a shit when something doesn't go right. This one needs to fill up the whole space just to get there. A star. Let's see, Brett. I think Brett, this is gonna be a fast one. Okay, no, I'm wrong. Actually, this one goes wide. You see, so the breadth first, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, breadth first will go from most right to most left. See how it's doing that right here? It's going all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. You see, it's gonna go all the way to the end here if it has a chance. It goes out and wide. While you have like depth first, which depth, it goes all the way in, comes back, moves over, goes all the way in. Let's see if we have Dijkstra could. I don't even know anymore. What's jump point? Oh damn. That's interesting. Digital Picasso at work. Dude, that's a great idea. Let me try something. Somebody touching my spaghetti. Why are you touching my spaghetti? Are you making memes? No, I was actually using this cool program that Zai sent me, but now that you're here, I kind of felt like making that. Let's try some things. That is open. Okay. All right, let's not do jump search because that one's a little boring. I'm surprised there's no depth first. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so this one I think did well just out of luck. It goes straight, it hits a wall, and then on the wall it starts spreading. That's really interesting. I actually really like that one. That was best first. This Ben, this is a program that allows you to test different algorithms by making your own obstacles and then seeing how they react. Because we were just talking about that with Sherm earlier. We're talking about like some algorithm stuff that I was doing a while back. So you see there's different algorithms that you can click here. This breadth first is the one that goes out wide. So it goes from the most right corner to the most left corner, depending on how you write it. It can go the other way. And then every time it reaches the end, it comes back and loops. And comes back and keep like pulling out the paint. Pulling out the paint. People love it. Think about it like this. So I know I'm drawing it and all, but writing the code for this is a bit different. When I was doing it in Python and C Sharp. C Sharp because I was learning C Sharp for work. So it was nice to use it for other things too, but now that I'm not using it anymore. So this is what breadth first would do. It would go boom, 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 until it finds what it wants. Depth first will do this. No, sorry. Depth first will go here. Depth, go up here. Depth, depth, and it will keep going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Coding connect the dots. No, it's just a program to show how algorithms work. Imagine it like this is point A. This is point A. Green is point A. Start point. Red is the stopping point. How do we get from one to another by not hitting all these obstacles? See, so this is breadth first, the one that goes wide. So it's just literally going as wide as it can. This one's terrible most of the time, as you can see. Like this, if Google used this algorithm for Google Maps, it would go around the whole world, come back to where it started, and then move up a street. Go around the whole world, then move on. It would take like, you know, I want to say hundreds of years to get like the directions to where you want to go. Literally drew in the whole picture. It's very terrible. Like, that's terrible. Some other ones, Dijkstra works very similar, but you can see how Breadth first did it in sections. So let's go back. See how like here it does it in sections? Like that's getting finished, that one. It's literally going from there all the way around, from there all the way around. Dijkstra is a bit different. I don't really know how to explain it because I'm not too familiar with it. But cool things, no problem. I think I'm passing out a little. If you guys enjoyed the stream, you can like the stream. That really supports me. I'm trying to get back into like the YouTube algorithm, and yeah, need to get back to daily posting. No more excuses. Now that this girl's sleeping, I can make all the videos. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I'm trying to pet her by not looking at her, but looking in the camera. It's weird. Alright, so I think I'm going to close the stream for here. Thanks everyone supporting. I just saw the like go up by like 3 likes. If you guys don't mind, maybe when I'm done this stream, you guys can post some ideas of something you'd like to see. It could be anything you want. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but post anything you want. Sometimes you guys just talking about like, hey, do something with like Java, and I'm never going to do anything with Java unless I have a really like big opportunity. But that will spark something in my head. I really want to do something, and I talked about it in my video today. I don't know if you guys would find it interesting, but like, you guys give me your favorite TV shows, like if you love Stranger Things, and I could show you how to replicate pretty much how they make it. So like Stranger Things has this really unique color correction with like, I don't want to explain it because this is like a 20-minute video or something. But write a script to delete all your vids off of YouTube. I might write a script to mute Zai. Ha ha ha. No, not. I'm too tired to make fun of you, Zai. Teach me how to write code. What language? I need a bit more specific. What language do you want to see? I have a lot of videos on JavaScript that were actually really good. Oh, dude, check out my JavaScript playlist. It's very like beginner, but I explain things, I would say, well. Yeah, I have a playlist. Let me go get it for you. Yeah, on here. All my shitty videos that I've been posting lately, I've been like consuming my JavaScript videos. Let me get you the playlist right now. JavaScript Basics playlist. I am going to warn you though, Ben. These videos are old. They are not the best. I do talk a little monotony. I don't smile. I still don't do that, but the camera work is not that good. But it seemed to be really helpful because they do like, they didn't do well on views, but all of them have a lot of likes. Okay, I'm still noob. Thanks for sharing. Let me know what you think. Hey, and Ben, if the first couple aren't for you and they're a bit confusing or whatever, move to like the last 3 or 4. Those are a bit newer and they might help you. It's pretty funny though. You get to see my old setup and me being really stupid. I had a dictionary in my hand and I was like, oh, I don't even know what this one was. What was this? This is the part of basic programming around this channel. Next video with loops, functions, and methods. Well, this video was on objects. I explain objects. There was a video I did on Promises, that was probably one of my best videos of all time. And I took pens and I explained how code works with pens, and I don't know if people liked it, but like Craig seemed to like it, which was cool. Yeah, those videos were fun to make. Join his Discord if you haven't. Oh, thank you, Zai. That's really nice of you, man. Thank you, Zai. Yeah, I'm kind of like passing out here. I gotta edit this video and post it. No more excuses. I'm gonna show you guys that I can get my shit together and hopefully get my 1,000 subs before like the end of the summer or whatever. It's like next like month or two. Time to watch AVS vids. Hey, dude, Ben, message me right away in Discord. Tell me everything you loved, everything you hated. Be harsh. Harsh is not bad. It's good. If you're like, hey, dude, you should have shaved better. That was a terrible video. Like, tell me whatever you want. Just make sure it's actual, like, actual criticism, I guess. But just, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I'm really excited to get back into it. Hopefully, I can handle this girl with me. Needs more cowbell. It was really hard making a video today. Tell him to be less Canadian. See what he says. Hey, what's that about? I'm just trying to have my maple syrup in my coffee. I've had that before, actually. Maple syrup and coffee is good. I don't care what you say. Screw you. Okay, go Canada. Yeah, I wanna go and put her in her cage and time to sleep. Kawi is less Canadian now. Is that another YouTuber? There's some big ones out there. You know, there's a gamer one, Nick A30. Nick A30. He's like one of the biggest streamers on YouTube. I think Josh showed him on one of his streams. He was like showing how many joins he was getting. He's pretty much like the shroud of YouTube. He's like one of the biggest streamers on YouTube. He's Canadian, and you can tell when he plays games, and like he like steals someone's gun or whatever. He's like, oh, sorry, you want it back? You want, like super Canadian, like generous, affectionate. All the Americans are like cussing him out. It's really funny. The gaming I don't really care about, but seeing a Canadian on Twitch is kind of funny. Basketball player? Oh. Hey, Raptors won. Raptors in 6. All you Americans are probably so mad. A Canadian team beat you at your own sport. Dude, we play fucking hockey in the winter on ice with skates, and somehow a Canadian team was able to throw a ball in a basketball net better than you guys. We all hate Golden State more. Oh. Still, dude. And we beat you in hockey almost every year. That's not true. Come on. Not saying you guys are bad. You guys are good. Also, because most of your team are like Russian players, but we won because Kyle. Nah, dude. I'm not the biggest sports fan, but you guys got destroyed by Canadians, man. That's gotta hurt so much. Imports, yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. Most Canadian teams and most American teams have Russians, because Russians are just the best. They start playing from 2 years old. They're like, they're raised like dogs. Like they're treated like shit, but all they want to do is give affection to their masters. And in this case, affection is being good at hockey. It's terrible, but I know I'm generalizing Russians, but they start wrestling bears at the age of 5. Pretty much. Imagine street fighting in Russia. You're just like fighting a bunch of Khabibs. Instead of the Russians are like are like a pack of wolves. They see it. They see a bear and they just start circling him and they're like attacking him and shit. Check out the video, Khabib. I saw it, dude. I couldn't believe. I was like, I don't want to say tearing up, but I was like, how would an adult with the right mind, obviously not, they're not with the right mind, tell their 5-year-old, hey, go fuck up that bear. It looked like the bear was declawed too, which is terrible. Totally random, Mike. Do you like any rap? Yeah, I like rap. I like a lot of like random shit. The bear had it coming. Hey man, he messed with the 5-year-old. Stupid bear. That's insane. Think about it. What were you doing when you were 5? I was like touching the oven and burning my finger, and my parents were like, hey, well, that was hot. You shouldn't have touched it. And Khabib's parents were like, go fight the bear. You beat him, you come back. Come on, babushka, go fight the bear. Like, you know how they talk? It's weird. Stole the picnic basket. It'd be really funny if someone like took the app, like went through all of Khabib's. Excuse me. If someone went through all of Khabib's wrestling footage and found like video of it where it's just him, cropped out everything around him, like darkened him, maybe give him some fur, and have him like rolling around in the forest, but except he's really like wrestling another person. That would take hours, but that'd be funny. In 300, send the kid to fight a wolf. If he comes back, he's a man. Yeah, like, I get it. But, dude, a 5-year-old? Sorry, how old is your daughter, if you don't mind me asking? Could you imagine, like, okay, let's say she's 3, I think she's like 3, 4. Imagine in a year. Imagine you have a year. You trade her to fight a baby cub. Yeah, she's 3, almost 4. At that age, Khabib was training like an MMA fighter. Spartans used to kill babies they thought were weak. I don't know how that works, man. That's just weird. A lot of stuff, dude. Like in the Jewish religion, we always hear about stories about like how kids were killed and stuff, and in other religions too, it happens all the time. But I think also Christian. I don't know. I don't want to get religion talk, but that's crazy. Like if the baby's weak, then make him just do the girl stuff, you know. Make him make the food, clean the house, whatever they did at that time. Clean the house, aka clean the shack made out of rocks or the igloos or whatever. But kill them? I can't imagine. And I'm not a scientist. I don't know how things work, but I'm not sure if someone who's I'm not sure if you can be homosexual genetically or if it's a personality thing. But let's say it was a genetic thing. Like, what do you do if your impulses are to be with men in a time where they'll kill you for being weak? Not even for like they don't even know what gay is. What do you? I don't even know. I don't know, man. It's fucked up. But it is survival of the fittest. It was survival of the fittest until we got armies, and then the fittest would protect the weak. Which is why people are always like, respect the veterans. You know, they put their life on the line for us. And they should be saying they put their strong bodies and minds and everything to protect us weaker individuals. Different world, yeah. It really is. It's weird. I would have been thrown off a cliff. I would have been probably killed because my brain just doesn't work right. But I learned a lot about our world just by seeing dogs, like going to the dog park and seeing how the dogs interact. How certain dogs will like manipulate, dominate. Like at the park, at the dog park, there's this one big, huge, 115-pound uh, Australian herder or something like that. It's called. They're like dogs that pull. They pull like heavy loads. His paws look like claws that can dig in the ground, and he's like the super cuddly dog. Sits on my lap. Remember the 110-pound dog? He sits on your lap like huge, and whenever two dogs are fighting at the park, he will ram his body into the one who's trying to be dominant. Most of the time, it's my dog. She's becoming pretty alpha, and when she's with another dog and she's like biting them on their neck, trying to pin them to the floor because that's how they dominate, he will come full speed with his chest out, his head up, and just smash into that dog, knock them over, and then come back and sit on your lap again. And just seeing, like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's just dogs are like humans without all the stress and all the problems. They're happy like 99% of the time. They know they had dog fighting parks in Canada. No, it's not dog fighting, it's play fighting, but when you have two dogs that want to be dominant, one of them is going down. And it's not an aggressive fight. It's very playful. But what they'll do is they'll grab the neck, they'll grab like the skin with their mouth, or maybe they'll grab like the cheek with their mouth, and then they'll pull it down with their face to the ground. So kind of like what I'll do to her if she bites me or she nips at me. I'll grab her by the back of the neck, pull her to the ground, and then hold her there. And she'll fight, and 15, 20 seconds later, she'll go on her back like this with her paws up in there. And that's like full submission. And after doing that, I would say like 20 times now, she's been pretty submissive. Like on the first 2 nights, she would not do what she's doing right now, which is sleep under my desk. That would never happen. But if you look right now, she has full trust in me. I'm petting her face, touching her ears. Full trust. Super interesting. I'm gonna take my camera, I think, tomorrow morning to the park and try and get some like slow motion video of dogs moving. We used to grab by the mouth and hold her together until they whined a bit. Yeah, I do that too. It depends. Usually the mouth is the first thing first thing I'll do is say stop or no biting. I link the word no biting. Then the next thing is if she continues, I grab her by the mouth and she'll whine a bit and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to wait till she stops whining and I'll say no biting, give it a couple seconds, and good girl, good pets. You got to make sure that when you're negative, which you shouldn't be a lot, you are very positive. Like positive encouragement is the way to train them. That's one mistake I made on the first day. She pooped in the house. I actually got pissed. Like I actually was like, no, bad girl. Got pretty angry, and then once I got her calm, I made her look at the poo, and I was like, no. Took her outside for a bit, and she associated the no with pooping in general, because I did a bad job of associating that no with pooping in the house. Instead, I associated it in her mind with pooping in general. So for the rest of the day, she was holding her poop, which is not good. But the worst part is what happens if she needs to go and I'm like working in my room and I don't realize. So I had to like take her out every couple minutes. I would say like every hour. And she pooped and I was like, oh, good girl. And every time she poops, I'm like giving her a lot of good girl affection, pets, all that. And she's learning. And she's getting really good. Careful. Yesterday night, I tried to take her into the cage to go to sleep, and she wouldn't go to the cage. She would like sit down in front of it, and I would have to like drag her up to it, and I didn't want to make it seem like a punishment, so I just left her downstairs and I went to like my bed, and I woke up like 5 seconds later with her sitting right next to me, which is hilarious. She's not good. It's not good. I don't think, at least for now, to have her sleep next to me, because she's too protective. So what she does is she'll go in a sitting position with her head up and her ears up, and she's pointing all around, pretty much in guard mode while I'm trying to sleep. And if there's a squirrel, a cat, whatever, she'll run like crazy trying to get it. She'll run up to like the window and bark. So that's bad. So I'm gonna keep her in the cage in the basement where the windows are all pretty high and she can't look outside. And we're working on it. Like, I'm gonna rant all day about the ducks. I'm gonna close the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, you can like it. It really, really helps me. I'm trying to get back in the YouTube algorithm, and the only way to do that is by posting videos every day like I used to do when I got in it. Getting a lot of likes, not getting dislikes or people unsubbing when I do a stream or a video, because that usually associates with the YouTube algorithm that it's bad. Can't like it twice or I would. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Good night. Yeah, don't worry. Tomorrow morning, I think, maybe in the morning, maybe in the midday, I'm gonna do a stream, because streams are good because I talk to you guys, and I most of the time when I'm not exhausted, I'm actually like getting shit done. And if I stop working, Zai is like, "Hey, keep working." Zai might not realize, but he actually helps a lot with me keep getting concentrated. I need Zai in my life. Day drinking tomorrow, so if it's super early, I'll watch. Oof. What's the special occasion before I close the stream? What's a special occasion for the day drinking? Buddy want a poker tournament? Ooh. Poker's fun, man. Building a poker game would be fun. Got his picture up in the bar here, and he drinks for free now. Damn, what did he win? Was that the prize, or did he win like a shit ton of money, and they're like, "Hey, you win for life"? Hogs and Helfers? I've never heard of that. He won a bracelet. Damn, he must be good. Does he do it full time? Did I read that right? 65K? 65K? Are you serious? I've heard of WSOP. World... I don't remember what it is, but yeah. That's nuts. Look him up. Jordan. So he does it full time. He actually looks kind of familiar. That's awesome, man. I mean, it's awesome and terrible. Because when shit goes wrong in poker, it goes really wrong. More than just money-wise, emotionally, you just get... It's a big game on your emotions, on like the chemical composition of your body. I know I'm sounding all nerdy, but when you win, your dopamine and a bunch of things go up. When you lose, a lot of things don't. And if you have those things up, they get turned into anxiety and stress. And then people end up drinking. And then, drinking's not bad, but when you do it a lot, it goes into other problems and you just like train wreck. He's on Henson Mob. Henson Mob? Yeah, I recently quit Lil, put me in a state of depression. Yeah, it really can fuck you up. It's not... I mean, the money-wise, it is a big problem. But the winning and losing and what it does to your chemicals and your body, it's terrible. I play poker on my phone sometimes, and that fucks me up. Because you get on a streak and you're all happy and you're like, oh shit, yes, yes, yes. And then, something goes wrong and and then you train wreck. It's simple games like that. Like blackjack. Simple game. But that's another one. Blackjack's probably worse. Because blackjack you get... That's why I play on my tablet only. I play a few rounds and stop and never for real money. Yeah. It's nuts. Blackjack, you get your adrenaline up, you get a bunch of things up, like your dopamine, serotonin, whatever it is. There's like a list of them, and then when they're up and you're winning, it's great because they give you a little bit of confidence. But then you lose, and you're like, okay, I'll win it back, whatever. You go for the next round, and risky things start to happen, but you're so high on that adrenaline and all those chemicals that you just go for whatever. Or you start to pussy out and hold back. Something good happens, and you're like, oh man, I missed that. And then you go in and you lose a lot, and it's all over the place. Same thing with a lot of things that involve money and betting. I would say some crypto is still betting, especially because it's like fully off of supply and demand. So like supply and demand is fucks you up. I just buy Bitcoin and hold now. Hit some good trades, then one doesn't go well, then you think you can bounce back. Yeah. I invested in Tesla when I was younger, and I made I would say a lot of money on it. Not nothing that would change my life. But, I mean, I ended up getting a car with it, and I had some others. I had in another company called Ryanair, and I think I made like fucking 50% on them. And I was like, oh man, I know they're gonna keep going. I know they're gonna keep going. Something bad happened involving one of their flights. I don't remember. Fucking done. Dropped. Every dollar gone. Waited a bit, went up a bit, sold, and just got out of there. And I was like, all right, I'm done. My cousin also, big option trader. No degree, nothing. He's like, you know how like self-taught, you know that word in the software development world, people who like learn in their mom's basement and come out like as pros. He would be that equivalent in the trading business. I want to say I might be a bit biased, but he invested. He was doing option trading, which I still can't explain because it still confuses me. But he took like $1,000 to like 100 grand plus. He brought it way over that. And then exactly what I explained earlier with poker, you're in a good streak, everything's going well, and emotionally he was fucked up. When he had the most money, he was the most fucked because he was so scared he was gonna lose it all, and that's what happens to a lot of rich people who start off poor. They get that fear that I can go back to my old life any second, and they usually become really greedy and really aggressive with their money, frugal, I would say, almost to a certain point, but frugal in a way where it's cheap. Bitcoin is my hedge. Interesting to see what happens over the next decade. I don't know, dude. I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin just because of it's purely supply and demand. So you can make $1 million, you can make $100 million, or you can lose everything. And I've seen most of the people I know lose everything. Just because it's based on supply and demand. The smart people are the ones that aren't greedy. The ones that see it go up $5,000 and they're like, all right, time to sell. And they made their 10 million. Then there's the others who got lucky and made like 20 million because they waited a bit longer than those who sold for 10 million. And then there's those who are like, you know what, I'm going to go for the 30 mil. When it gets to that point, I will sell. You know, if they had like 10,000 Bitcoin and it went up to whatever the number math is. And then those people, the greedy ones, they're not greedy, they're the ones with just high standards, lose it all and then go on this crazy tangent. It's still early for it, it's matured some, but it needs to do more. It's just, it's such a flawed thing, dude. It's really good for people who aren't greedy because it's supply and demand. So there's demand, it's going to go up, people are going to buy. The smart ones are going to sell. Because when they sell, it's going to start dropping. Because now that they're selling, the supply is going up while the demand is probably not going up. So if supply is going up and the demand is staying normal, there's more to sell, it's not going to be worth as much. Tell that to Venezuelans. It's just, I find it's very flawed. But I'm biased. I never liked, I liked Bitcoin at first, and I was like, oh shit, I can't wait to like get in on this. And then I never did, and I could have made like 100 million. but I didn't. Machine Gun Kelly, Floor 13. Dude, he has some good rap. I'll check it out, Zai. What about gold, silver? Those are the same ideas. Yeah, I mean, I don't invest in those. I kind of like the idea of stocks in companies that are going to change the world, like Tesla, SpaceX, all that. I'm not the person who would drive a Tesla, but it's cool. I get what they're trying to do. USD could become worthless if more and more countries move away from it as the world's currency. Oh, for sure. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I don't. That's not a problem. Canada dollar is shit. Hey, careful. Canada dollar is shit, anyways. $1 US is like $1.30 Canadian. Bitcoin is just my hedge, low. Not a get rich quick scheme. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. The loony and the toonie. Loony is 2, toonie is 1. Actually, no. Loony is 1, toonie is 2. Excuse me. I don't know my Canadian etiquette. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna take this girl to sleep. Actually, I'm gonna edit and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Because, like I said, no more of that bullshit. Welcome to the Discord, Ben K. Glad to have you. Zai, thank you for, like always, for being here. Even though most of these streams, I don't know if they value you. Like, if I do code stuff, you know what I'm doing. I don't need to explain to you. Most of the people who are watching don't know. But thank you, Zai. Thank you, Ben. Sherm, everyone who was in here. One last time, if you guys want to help me out, all you gotta do is like the video or the stream. It's free. Maybe take a look at other videos. That's free too. This girl sounds like she's getting really tired, so I'm gonna take her to sleep and I'm gonna edit. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.